Hello. It is yet again time for another little Codename Conqueror update video. And the reason is because today is day 525 of Codename Conqueror's development. I also got a new phone background. Like it? It's cool. Um, Today is special because guess what? It's New Year's Eve. And yes, even on New Year's, I'm hard at work and I'm doing a lot of Conqueror stuff. I do not like taking breaks. I like keeping working, and um, I am just about, I want to say completing, but I'm like halfway done with the uh, the set data algorithm. And what I mean by that is this is the thing that's been troubling me, that I've been struggling with for the past little bit, and I don't like it. So the idea here is when the bracket is made, based on the number, everything's based off of the number of players. That's it. The bracket structure, the labels of every bracket, etc., the placeholder data. Um, Now, the difficult part I found was that if I want to have a fancy, like nice looking bracket, I need to have like data, preemptive data for every single possible outcome of the tournament bracket. For instance, if there's 8 players, right, the first set could be like set A, set B, set C, and so on. And then the next set over here says winner of A versus winner of B, right? Well, that all changes every single time there's a new player, or every time there's another possibility, everything changes. If you have one more player, all those letters change. All that data changes. Which means I was like, okay, well, I have to hard code this. So that's what this is me hard coding all of the data. And it's like 3,000 lines of code for the winners bracket, and then another 3,000 lines of code for the losers bracket, which I already did once. It worked out pretty okay. It's actually in the beta I have right now. Um, and then I realized, well, I have to do a losers bracket as well, and I realized I did the winners bracket incorrectly. Well, not incorrectly, but inefficiently. So I changed it, so I had to do another 6,000 lines of code um, today, and I'm halfway done with that. And I changed it so that there aren't letters anymore, there are numbers. So I'm more of a mathematical kind of guy. I don't care for letters. So in winners bracket, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll see winner of 1 versus winner of 2. And then in the losers bracket, you'll see L1, L2, L3, etc. Um, that's what I'm planning on doing right now. And it's working out pretty well so far, I think. However, the problem lies in that I know there's a better way to do this. And I can actually show you. I could probably show you the code, honestly. Hang on. Yeah. This is actually the code I have right here. This part. Don't look at this part. This is the code I have right here. Um, So this is the winner side, this is the loser side. I just finished the loser side, that's why I'm like halfway done. It's like a lot of codes, and as you can see, it's every single different number of players, 24 players, 25 players. They each have their own separate code block to describe every single set card. So I need to describe, like, yeah, I need to explain the data behind every single set of every single combination of sets for every player. So the first set of 24 players is not going to be the same set as the first of 25. Notice how it's only incremented by 1. So obviously there is a pattern here. I'm going to find an algorithm later. I'm going to set up the algorithm later, but for now I want to hard code it. It's just going to take a day, so that I can at least find the pattern, A, and B, so I can actually like represent the data well enough at first. So that is the current plan. When this is done, I can put the winners and the losers bracket together. I should have mentioned I have no idea where I left off last time. Um, so sorry if I did talk about Holiday Matsuri or CEO or Smash World Tour. I don't know. Whatever the frick. It went well. All I can say is it went well. Not great, but it went well enough. So I have an opportunity to work with an esports organization later in January, to hopefully have them uh, contact me about joining their development team on working on this project full time. and like for the esports community as a whole. So it looks pretty promising. However, um, so I kind of quit my job a while ago and school a while ago to work on Conqueror. And I although I made a lot of progress, uh, I can't exactly not do that anymore. Yeah. So I need to find a job again. I need to find a job again, so I'm gonna have even less time to work on Conqueror because I need money again to pay for rent. Um, so I was hoping that I can get the beta out or get the app out so that people can like get it, or somehow people can support me so I can like pay for rent and continue working on the app. But that's not gonna be the case. Perfect world scenario did not work out. That's fine. That was a perfect world scenario. I didn't expect it to be perfect. But I need to get a job again so I can pay for rent, so I can keep working on Conqueror, so I can have it be my career in the future. Um, that's that. What else was I gonna say? So yeah, I finished the winners bracket algorithm. I finished the losers bracket algorithm, like terms of the bracket structure. Now I just overlay them on the same screen so that you can like scroll between winners and losers bracket. I have to add scrolling or panning. It's panning. But it didn't panning didn't quite work out the first time I tried it. And the panning was the map view, right? You can scroll, you could pan the map, but there's a few issues with that, like the infinite panning, because you can pan one way forever, and there's no limit to how far you can pan. So I actually have to make a limit for how far you can pan on the bracket, because you don't want to like have the bracket disappear forever. Um, there's also something else I forget. Um, and bracket buttons, so according to Mr. Whiteboard, I have to put the winners and losers bracket on the same screen. I'm gonna do that. Bracket panning, that's gonna be a whole issue. And set card text format. Oh yeah, so I have to make sure that if there's a winner of a set, it's easily distinguishable from the loser of the set. What Smash GG does is they make the text bold, I think, for the winner and not bold for the loser, and so it's very clearly marked like, hey, this guy won. And also the text of the highlight of the winning player is green, as well as the set count. Like if it's 2-0, the person who got 2 is highlighted in green and moved on. So I have to do fancy stuff like that. Well, I don't have to, but I need to like incorporate stuff like that. Um, the nuances need to be included if I want people to have a really positive first impression of this app, because it needs to be a contender. There needs to be a reason for people to use it. So I have to do that and set card buttons. So I have to make sure that if you tap a set card, like a set, it actually does something, you know? Because right now you just kind of look at it. But if I want to say, have somebody like report a score, I need you to be able to tap it, you know? Um, and what was there's one more thing I. No, I won't do that. Um, and then I have to revisit the actual Conqueror tab. Like the Conqueror main page, I'm actually planning on not having the main page. The main page is going to be like the events tab, and then you can go to the Conqueror world map, not as the home screen, but you can just kind of tab over there. And the home screen, I'm looking at it now, and it sucks. It's terrible. But that's okay because I didn't exactly like focus hard on it. When I first did it, I was just kind of like happy that it looked cool or looked okay. So right now it's just like a pop-up screen that shows you the state and the PRs, and it's very ugly. It's extremely ugly. So after I get this bracket worked out, I'm going to be here's my steps. Here's my steps. I'm planning on releasing this app. Yes, I'm planning on releasing this app very soon, January. That is my goal. End of January. Somehow. So, the steps I need to partake to do that is I need to I need to build the UI and build the functionality of the app to create an event. Have, like, simplified. Fix up the UI of the Conqueror home screen so it's fine and dandy. Fill in new data from recent PRs and whatnot. Like I have no data from Q3 2021, which is the first offline season since quarantine, and I don't have any of that data, or almost none. And then I forget what else. I forget what else. Anyway, so the point of it is I need to release this app so that I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry. My mind is very boggled. But I need to release the app in January, or at least I want to. And the steps to do that is I need to finish up the events, like the bracket looking cool and functioning. Then I have to add I'm going to add the bare minimum for having the event function, just so that the proof of concept is there. The database server is there. The app connecting to that database is there. Um, TOs that can only the host of the event can report scores, and the Conqueror homepage UI being well and good. And then I can add search bars and whatnot. But I'm trying to get this out for mid-January because I was talking to Last, Liquid TO, and I don't know how else to describe him besides TO, but he told me that if I want to have this as successful as possible, I need to start small. And I know I haven't been doing that over a year's worth of effort, but I need to release the app as like a base, like a 1.0 kind of version, an alpha, and then build the updates from there. I need to have the proof of concept on the App Store sooner than later. Like, I'm never going to release the finished project right away, and I know that, but I need to cut my standards like in half at least, just so that I'm not working on it forever. I was going to just like settle for the 80% rule, like as a perfectionist, I never want to submit anything unless I'm positive and confident that I could not improve it anymore. But that's never going to happen. That's literally not possible because there's always some way you can improve it. Um, so I'm going to try to do like a 40%. I'm going to cut that in half. 40% of what I want it to be. It's going to have base Conqueror, base like a database search for the United States, which means I'm going to have to spend like a week on just straight up research and pulling data from different TOs from across the regions. Um, and then it needs to have basic challenge style features. Challenge, and I mean you need to have an account, barely, maybe not even an account yet. Um, an account, you can create an event very simply. You can add players just like challenge, where you just kind of like type people's names and call it a day. And then you can like report scores very simply. Just bare bones, you know? Nothing too fancy. So that the app is out there so that people can get like used to it and recognize with it. And then I can start and then I can continue working on the updates. But exposure is a big thing. And I was keep talking to a lot of TOs and they keep saying, or keep talking to a lot of figureheads in the community, and they keep saying that I need to release it sooner than later, like as finished as possible, but sooner than later, you know what I mean? So don't shoot for the moon yet. You can't do that. You want to have something out there, something tangible, and you need it to have experience on the field. So I need to have local tournaments and local venues using this app so that they can say, yes, it's good, or no, it's bad, you know? Like my local esports LAN center where I have my weeklies in Daytona Beach, it doesn't have more than like 20 people at a time, and they're all pretty low level players, which is perfect because that's exactly the kind of place that you can practice using an app like this. So that you can practice using the brackets on that app, so you can get small sample sizes for like a month to see how they use it and what feedback they have, and I could fix that, and then I could start using it for like juicy weeklies in CFL for tournaments that aren't Smash Brothers, like smaller ones, maybe like Strive first or Multi Blood or what have you, other games first that are smaller, and then if it starts working really well there, then they can possibly adapt it into the Smash Brothers scene, and then CFL will be known for the venue or the tournament series that uses that system instead, and then everyone will get notified and like not advertisements, reach networking kind of thing. So CFL might be known for the first scene, the competitive scene, to be using Conqueror as their bracket system. The only problem with switching to Conqueror is that my fear is that the data from all of Smash UG accumulated so far will just be lost. Like all that data, all that records, all the history, the set counts, and yeah, all that might just be gone. And if that's bad or good, who knows? Well, obviously it's not good. It could be better, it could be worse, but it's not great. So, like, worst case scenario, it's gone forever and we just use Conqueror and we just move on. Middle case scenarios, which is what I want to do, is get all the data and just put it into the Conqueror servers and then have it there. Like not the data itself, but not the brackets. Like if I have, say I beat Goblin, right? Say I beat Goblin, then I want the set count to be there in the system that I beat Goblin 2-0 at this tournament. But you cannot actually see that tournament because I don't want to. Like that's just a lot of data. I don't need the tournament itself. I just need the data of what happened at that tournament. That's middle ground. And perfect world scenario is we just take the Smash UG data, put it in the servers for Conqueror, and call it a day. I probably can't do that for legal reasons, but that is an option that I have to consider. Uh, mhm. So, all I have to do is finish the winner side bracket algorithm for the set data, like the labels on the set cards and winner of 1 versus winner of 2 and all that jazz. Do that. Put winners bracket and losers bracket on the same page. That's step 2. Step 3 is panning the bracket with not fancy, but like the specifics, the analytics, the bracket limits, how fast you can pan, no zooming because you don't need to zoom on the bracket really. Adding the set card button so I can tap a set card and have like report score button, whatever it is. So there's a lot of stuff still on my plate, but I can see that I'm actually pretty close to releasing it on the App Store. Because all I need to do is finish that up, make the UI and build the functionality for creating an event, and then just fix up Conqueror, just make it look pretty, and then just port in some data. Because like once you like make it look pretty, it's all like placeholder data. It's all placeholder. So as soon as I build the format to how the information is organized, I just have to like plug in just a bunch of information and it organizes it for me because that's just how coding works. So that's step 4. Step 5 is publish the app. And I'm extremely excited. You have zero idea how excited I am to publish this app on the App Store and finally reveal this project. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so cool. Look at Young Link. It's gonna be so cool. And I have a lot of backers behind me. A lot of backers, as in I have a lot of people supporting me, not so much like officially like endorsing me like financially or anything, not like that. But it'll be extremely cool, and I can't wait for the day that I get a stream, like my Codename Conqueror official announcement teaser, trailer, whatever the frick I want to call it. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, but it's not here yet. And I just wanted to put this update video out there to see like how close I actually am to finishing it. Kind of close. I want to say 75% done. The rest of this 5% for 80% is getting the bracket together. The next 10% is updating UI for Conqueror, making it actually not terrible. And then the final 10% is building the functionality for like creating an event. And that's all I got to do. Maybe 70%, because there's another 5% of building the database and the backend servers. I still have to finish that, which is probably a bit bigger than 5% of the work. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably like 15%. So maybe I'm 50% done. Who knows? But that's a general idea of where I am. I'm looking forward to finishing it, and I did want to make sure that you guys knew that it doesn't matter if it's Christmas. I was working on it on Christmas, by the way. It doesn't matter if it's Christmas. It doesn't matter if it's New Year's Eve or New Year's. I'm still working on Conqueror because this is what I enjoy doing, and I'm doing this for the community, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. This is not just for Smash Brothers. This is for esports as a whole. Yeah, I think that's about it. This is day 525, New Year's Eve tomorrow in less than, what is it, 7:40 right now? Less than 5 hours. is midnight 2022, January 1st, in which I'll still be working on the app and trying to find a new job so that I can pay for rent so that I can keep doing this. But yeah, uh, thank you so much for watching. I have no idea. When the app releases, I'm definitely going to have all of the update videos on YouTube as like a playlist. So look forward to that. If you are in fact watching this, because I hope you are, because that'd be really funny and cool. To see my perspective on the entire development of Conquer from day zero, because that's exactly why I did that, because I thought it'd be cool to see my progress, because it gives me a good chuckle when I go back to look at day zero and how lost and how like so unaware I was about the entire endeavor I was going to. Oh, oh, that poor kid, that poor kid had no idea what it was good, what was after him. So yeah, I'm gonna stop ranting. It's been like 20 minutes, and I don't like putting them. I don't like the update videos being longer than 20 minutes because no one's gonna sit here and listen to that. But if you did, I appreciate you. I don't expect anyone to actually do it. So if you did make it this far, I do appreciate you, and you just taking time out of your day to just listen to me, rants about my project and how it's going. Um, yeah. Until next time.